Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Alright. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to troubleshoot the stupid camera again. Yeah, I don't know. I might have COVID too. I've had like a sore throat since last night. I haven't been tested yet. But I'm sort of self-isolating. I'm going to try to do a test tonight. We're going to see. Yeah, I've had like a scratchy throat. Yeah, the Omicron is everywhere. Hungarian news is like really silent about it. I tried to look up like Hungary Omicron COVID and no news articles came up since like a week ago. I don't know, man. I mean, it's easily, I could have it, or maybe I just have a cold or something. It's very hard to say. Anyway, guys, welcome to our tournament. We're playing 7-round rapid tonight. Hello, chess maniacs. No, I mean, I have a test. Got a test at the pharmacy, but I haven't had time to do it yet. But the symptom is like very classic scratchy throat. Stat Vargan. At least I still have my voice. My beautiful voice. Bill 2WT. Sorry, Bill 2WK. I do sound a little bit off. Staffvargan plays the Dutch. Oh, every time, yeah, man. This just bums me out. It's almost as bad as the London system. The Stonewall guy. I love that. G4. You had yourself some scratchy throat a week ago? Well, it started last night. I was like, what's going on? Right about my last lesson around 8 p.m. I was like, what's up with that? Why does my throat feel weird? No other symptoms as of yet. Although, you know, a funny thing I was talking about on the stream was Saturday night I seemed like more tired than I should be, which was kind of weird. I was commenting on the stream. I was like, I went out at 6 and by 9 o'clock I was like tired, but maybe I was just naturally tired. What's up, guys? Welcome, everybody. Thanks for resubbing, Bill. Yeah, one of my kids' teachers like left her job because she wouldn't get vaccinated. People are pretty extreme. Bishop A3. Hey, who's talking about Bishop A3? Husky, you know about this? Your boss died. Damn. Yeah, there was this guy who like made some joke. A guy came on my stream and made a joke the other day about COVID, and I just like immediately banned him. A COVID related joke. You know, I mean, just even anything remotely like joking about COVID, I will ban you from the stream. He was like, "Oh, you're a snowflake." Dude, I have friends and millions of people have died. Like, it's not something to joke about. It's just like no brainer. You're banned. So what do I want to do here? I don't really want to just like routinely castle kingside. You should have played bishop a3. I could have played bishop a3 at some point. Well, I got vaccinated. I mean, everybody's different. It's like, I think I had this game with this guy before. Stapvargan. Now I have e4, maybe. We had a very, very similar game, right? Some people, like, they get COVID and they have no symptoms. And other people are... It seems completely hard to predict. But I went to play poker and I was telling the story how this kid came and sat next to me. And then, like, he proclaimed he had a fever, and an hour into the game after sitting down, he tells us that he has a fever and he doesn't feel good. I'm like, oh, that's great. If you even have the slightest inclination that you might be sick, you don't go to, like, a poker game. I mean, come on. He was already, like, sniffling and stuff. I was like, what's up with that? You don't go expose yourself to other people if there's even a small chance you're sick. Okay, wow. e5 and what's up with the f5 pawn? Whoa. Wow. c5, b4. Takes. This is crazy. So if I take, he plays e4 and like e3 real fast. Man, I can't believe it. I can castle queenside, right? There's always castling queenside. Schliemann. He just took an f5. Jeez. I think I underestimated that move. He's only used like 40 some seconds for the whole game. This is crazy, dude. Well, as I said earlier, I'm not going to tolerate people joking about it. I don't understand how anyone's surprised by that. That would ban someone for making a COVID-related joke. What's difficult to understand about that? g4, bishop g4, bishop g4, knight g4, knight takes e4. g4, bishop g4, bishop g4. g4, bishop g6 doesn't work for me. Castles. I guess castles. No, this isn't great either. There's too much anti-vax, like, lies on the web and stuff. You can't believe anything, practically. Anyway, I'm not going to lecture on this all night, but I've been pretty careful. Obviously not careful enough. Blundered a piece. I blundered a piece. Not exactly. Blundered a pawn, to be exact. I guess I should have played bishop a3. This is the riskiest... Damn, dude, you don't watch the stream enough. The riskiest setup. He's doing like world loser type comments. I can't believe this garbage is okay for black. Damn. I just like really... His score is starting to get kind of out of control against me too. He'll have an even score after winning this game. And he's like 2,055. And they're not even like simul games either. Dude, I haven't played chess all day. I mean, I don't know. I'm a little out of practice. For those of you who played like 150 blitz games today, I have not even played a single game today. Or moved. I mean, analyzing is not the same, you know, but I'm just completely cold coming into this game without playing. I was trying to fix the... I'm trying to fix the stream problems. Dude, I'm playing the Elephant Gambit lately. Camel Culture. This is nothing. I play the reverse Elephant Gambit. What about Weird Wednesdays? I didn't think this was that extreme. G4. But he's so fast and so solid. Damn it. The moves just keep coming, man. This is crazy. He's 1900 in Bullet, 2055 in Rapid, 700 games, 2133. He's like destroying me. Maybe I could survive here. Did he seriously calculate that quickly? Like knight takes f2, queen e3 check, blah blah blah. Aren't you playing Camel Culture? You're just here to kibitz. If I take, he has queen e3 check. And then rook d2, rook takes f2, right? I just lose. You want me to play it like that? Your opponent didn't show. Yeah, it happens all the time in the first round. No, queen e3, queen d2. Yeah, I have that? Are you serious? Yeah, calculation wizards. Calculation wizards. Saw it. A5. Maybe he's weaker tactically, but he knows his system so well, it's like ridiculous. The stonewall against everything. Just, it's awful. God, this should be good for white somehow. He goes to e4 and then goes back. It's absurd. I can't believe that's even playable. And then instantly e5 takes e4. And that works for black. Wow. Rook e8. Yes. No tactics. Bishop f4. Husky, aren't you playing? So anyway, I'm waiting till tonight. I'll do a COVID test. But I have the scratchy throat that's really suspicious. Then I'll have to like isolate for what, 10 days? Damn. It's a little relentless. Relentless attacking. I'm supposed to go to the doctor. Yeah, everywhere everyone's getting it. I'm supposed to go to a doctor's appointment on Thursday. I guess I'll have to cancel that if I'm positive. Sucks. Although it's a really early morning doctor's appointment, so maybe I wouldn't mind canceling that. Like waking up at 7 in the morning. It could just be a normal cold, right? Yeah, here supposedly everyone's getting it, although you can't even find a story on the news referencing it. In the US, it's out of control. Oof? Do we have an oof? I noticed another pattern about his play. He will under no circumstances ever trade queens. It looks like. It's unbelievable. What? Oh my god. I just hung a knight. Wow, that is good. Cooking rooks, yeah, I could have your COVID. I gotta bear down here. Where's the mate? Alright, that's gotta go. Whoa, sneaky move. He's a genius. Look at him. Look at him go. It's one of the most undeserved games I would have ever won, if I win it. 777 bits for a negative COVID test. I'm hoping I'm negative. Here's to hoping. That's enough for 7 beers, or with inflation maybe 6. Yeah, this was a terrible game. But my intention wasn't to play like a maniac, you know. Like Camel Culture said, I played looser than usual. Was rook takes f2, knight f2, rook e2, and rook f2? I didn't see. We both missed like 20 wins, but probably more so for him. I hung a rook at the end, right? For a moment. So knight f2 was a blunder. Yeah, he just did this combination that doesn't work. I have to do knight f2. Queen e3 check. Queen d2. Which was pointed out by Husky. I just totally missed this. I mean, I'm not sure how clear it is. He might even have that or something. What's going on here? Queen b3. Yeah, it's not even this is playable for black. But he blundered basically a winning position by doing that combo. Most combinations don't work. So I had 96 CPL with 6 blunders, and he had 115 CPL with 6 blunders. That's an average of 110. No, an average of 105. My math is good. We have an average center pawn loss of 105. That's a good game. A very good game. Well played. Just in time for the next round. Bisonov is here. He hasn't played in a long time. Thanks everyone, Ron. Thanks everyone for playing. We better ask Lukashenko. Can beer be used to treat COVID? Not a good joke. Vodka and sauna. I suspect I might be positive. We'll know by tomorrow. Damn it. Perfect game. You accidentally accepted correspondence game from a weird cheater account. Huh. Alright, so I don't really know this variation. We're going to play it anyway. One of my greatest commutative game, my greatest combination was a product of this position where I was white against Iveta Radzevich. It became like a Rubinstein English where I did knight c3 later and she doubled my pawns, and I had this atrocious pawn structure, but I got this beautiful winning attack. But I've never really studied this enough to know what I'm doing. But I thought I'd throw it out there. It's a respected variation to avoid the Marazzi. Yeah, Cooking Rich, you might want to make sure who you're playing when you accept challenges. But thank you for the bit donation, 777. I'll put that toward the cost of my COVID test. Sorry about the Pawnda camera, guys. Pawnda cam, I was late today. I was trying to troubleshoot it. I've got this stupid USB camera that started to... Didn't... 2 forfeit wins. What? I've never seen anyone get 2 forfeit wins. You're playing someone whose opponent didn't show up and they're black? Wait, you're playing someone whose opponent didn't show up and they were black, so they got paired with me. Yeah. Yeah, it would be weird to get 2 forfeit wins. This is one of the main lines. Yeah, maybe this is considered to be like one of the standard ways for white to play. I don't remember what I did with white. So if knight c6, knight b5, this is a very dangerous situation. Maybe that's a line. Knight c6, knight b5, rook b8. Knight c7 check, king f8. I think it's playable. I don't know if it's good. Maybe I should do something different. I'm going to take my chances with this. Once you got 2 forfeits and then a bye. Well, you can get, yeah, the bye just for someone has to get a bye in odd number rounds. I mean, in rounds with an odd number of players, obviously. But it's kind of unusual to get 2 forfeit wins. Usually people, once, you know, but either they show up for the first round or they don't. And then they're no longer paired. He's here. Thanks everyone for playing. At least this opponent uses time. I was a little bit worried about that move. The question is, should I be? Was he going to do some crazy thing with like c5? I should hopefully play progressively better. First round I was totally out of it. Yeah, the first rule of when you're tired or you haven't played all day or you have a hangover and you didn't sleep all night is to like play the sharpest position possible. That's a really good idea. Castle queenside. Just kidding. It's the worst thing you could do. Like, keep it simple when you're tired. Whatever game it is. I didn't play all day. Why did I play Castle Queenside in the first game? Wow, infinite flash chess? Are you serious? He's still a mod here? Wow. Who is that? I didn't even know you were still a mod. What's up, man? We haven't seen infinite flash chess in like 2 years or something. It's good to know people are still alive. I'm worried about JCS. JCS used to be here all the time. What am I supposed to do? Knight f6? I have to get my pieces out. Good day. It seems like it must be a little kid who cheated. I had this troll like send me a troll email from an AOL account. Like I'm sorry, but wait a minute. Like AOL still exists? That's really strange. I guess they only use their AOL account for sending troll mail. I thought, man, you got an AOL account, you must be like a 60-year-old guy. King D7. You have hate mail. Literally. I literally had hate mail on AOL. I can't believe AOL still exists. That's like one of the oldest American like internet providers. The oldest primary like US internet provider. I had an AOL account in like 1995. They're a huge tech fail story. I want to play e6. Yeah, it's like the dinosaur version of... It's the dinosaur version of Gmail. I'm guessing like this kid must have like he's using his grandfather's account or something. I mean, I don't know. How do I get hate mail from someone with an AOL? That's a nice move you've got there. Very nice, very nice. Well, I take it back. I don't insist. Queen c3 was fancy. Fancy play syndrome. But now black's doing alright. I think black is like winning now. Black is just better. Yeah, Infinite Flash Chess. It's been a long time. Oh, the question about Bob. No, Bob drops in every month or so. Get the feeling he's not playing a lot of chess. So if I play knight d4, what do I do after knight c2? I'm afraid I don't have that much here, but I'll take it. Yeah, Mr. Coffee just noticed Infinite Flash Chess. This is a good Marazzi for black now. Never castle queenside in a Marazzi. But I guess under the circumstances, that's not a bad move, to be honest. To be honest. If you're going to castle queenside in Marazzi, I guess this isn't the worst situation I've ever seen. Very sharp. I have to use the B pawn. Oh, he's going to sack the exchange? Whatever. Overprotected. It's an overprotected streamer with 2 mods. Double mods. That's like a insane luxury. Someone was asking me why I don't make Asterbait a mod, but I think he's like he's too naive and innocent. I wouldn't want to ruin his innocence by making him a mod. Yeah, I mean, this is a standard sort of thing, but I doubt it's enough. You know, maybe it's better than better than nothing, though. He's a little late. Too little, too late. Is that for reals? That's for reals. That's kind of awkward. So I guess I should do bishop takes c4. Bishop f7 was my first plan, but This is going to be like a technical exercise. Maybe not winning, you know? Because I like rook pawns so much. Man, maybe I should take the pawn. Damn, that could have been a very serious mistake. I don't know. But I have a huge lead on the clock. Yeah, I don't know, man. It looks like COVID. COVID has me in its clutches. If it's just a cold, it's an amazing coincidence. Would be lucky. So what am I supposed to do here? Here? This looks good. I'm like trying to trap my own rook. That's really smart. And what does a5 do, by the way? It's not COVID till it's COVID. That's a good quote. Gotta love that. That's classic, man. But I mean, you know, the thing I was thinking that's interesting is that I haven't been sick in any way whatsoever since I started like mask wearing at the beginning of COVID. Like I've had no colds, no anything. Damn it, this guy is annoying. He didn't want to do that. Man, I think I'm not winning. He has two. He just has one pawn for the exchange, though. Wait, I have this. We try it this way. Whoa, he mouse slipped. Are you serious? It's the worst mouse slip ever. The computer thinks I'm winning, but I find this very, very tough. So he should have played queen takes a7 according to the engine. But honestly, you know, for the computer to say this is like close to winning for black, it's very marginal. Could he have exchanged rooks? He could have gone for it. Dude, this was a much way safer way to play. Okay, he's got a very strong pawn here. Can my king get back? It's not guaranteed. Yeah, I have that move. b4 check, king b2. This is complicated. Okay. Garry Kasparov. But the opening, man, doesn't look good for me, as usual. But man, we're down from 100 to 48 CPL in this game, and only one blunder. But we only won because our opponent made a blatant mouse slip. You like my voice, my new voice? The husky voice. In honor of Husky. Wow, it's time. You ruined one again? He beat Mickey, and he beat World Loser. Holy shit. Your ruin is like smoking people. Camel Culture's 2-0. He had a bye in the first round. And Aldisto's 2-0. So I get Aldisto. But with white it's much better. Yeah, I have like classic cold voice. So he switched. He was playing symmetrical Englishes before. We had a whole bunch of symmetrical Englishes in the beginning. In the beginning, there was symmetrical English. So what's he do here? No alien virus conspiracies. My biggest fear is like losing my voice. We wouldn't want that to happen. Sorry guys, he's resting. I wonder what his repertoire is based on. Here we go. The ever popular exchange variation. Pawnda's cam doesn't work. It's the stupid USB camera. It's been bugging out on me. This is the second stream. It's down. That's why I was late starting today. I go to start the stream and the camera just won't. It just will not appear in the drop down list for cameras. It was there and then it was gone. I don't know if it's the USB ports, the camera itself, the wire, or just something with the software that I'm using. But I was really disappointed. Pawnda has his mask on, you know, just so you guys can see. Because you can't be too careful. He had been masking for a long time. But we want to be... Hey. Can you hear me through this? Don't forget to be careful. Especially around Infinite Flash Chess. Alright. Little Infinite Flash Chess tribute. Yo! Yeah, I feel like Aldisto played this against me previously. It's a very unusual move. Highly suspicious. Let's not do that again. I just had to think of something. Pawnda rarely gets on the stream like he used to. Alright, so we want to play for central pawn mass. Central mass. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, to be perfectly honest. And I'm like an animal drinking beer with no glass. I'm afraid to infect anyone else in the house, so I'm trying to cut down on my contact with the kitchen and stuff like bringing dishes, so I don't have any glasses in my office. Because I don't think anyone else in my house is infected. If I do have it, which is likely. Pawnda has been exposed, so. Is it transmissible to Pawnda's COVID-19? I know they're having problems with white-tailed deer. We wouldn't want anything to happen to the Pawnda population. But they're safe in China. There's like a Pawnda lockdown. Extreme Pawnda lockdown. Can't believe he's going for mass exchanges. Mass insanity. Aldisto is kind of an attacking player in his own way, you know. It's hard to believe he's a wing gambit guy. No, I'm playing more like the traditional Sladgie you know and love. Camel Culture would approve. We don't want to be castling queenside in the queen pawn openings or anything like that. But unfortunately, I don't have that much, to work with here. Should be interesting. What about cooking rooks? Speaking of COVID, how is Hikaru? Someone said he's still streaming and stuff. So the point is to take with the pawn now. Go for the big kahuna. We play for big kahuna. Reinforce this kahuna, and then this kahuna goes forward. Big kahuna burger. Yeah, Saronchi is here, so we have triple mods. I think that's all the mods we have. Of course not, because JCS. But no one answered me when I asked if anyone has seen JCS. Asterbate? Have you seen JCS? He hasn't been on my stream as long as Infinite Flash Chess. That's a tasty burger. Very good, Mr. Coffee. Big Kahuna burger. A little Pulp Fiction reference. You still don't know where a Big Kahuna burger comes from. I assume that it's a made-up burger chain. I don't think they're real. So Big Kahuna burger would be I think your spelling of kahuna is sauce. But phonetics, is fine. Asterbate's down with phonetics too. He learned phonetics in kindergarten. Bob theories. Well, kahuna goes back to Hawaiian stuff. So I guess the concept in Pulp Fiction would be that Hawaiian burger chain in California kind of thing. Which is conceivable. Actually, somebody today was telling me they liked Hawaiian beer. Some kind of Hawaiian beer was good. They're importing Hawaiian beer to Florida or something like that. I mean, I'm not sure trading queens is really what I had in mind here. On second thought. I don't know. Yeah, Bob should come up with his own YouTube channel with all these weird theories. He'd have a good following. He should join the far right just for the money, He could come up with some wacky shit to get people to donate money to his far out theories or something. Encyclopedia Big Kahuna Burger. Is it a real thing? I assumed it wasn't, and obviously I've never looked it up. We've incited a major debate as to whether Big Kahuna Burger is a real thing. Now, does that mean it's like copyrighted, so there couldn't be a real, like, does Paramount or whoever owns Pulp Fiction, the writers of Pulp Fiction, does Big Kahuna Burger like basically become like a character? Vincent? That's one of my favorite scenes. You ever had a Big Kahuna Burger? Night deposit box. The night deposit box. We're gonna go. Just do it. Problem is, the problem shifting sands of time. We're going caveman. Uh-oh. Wait, C4? Why don't we just play C4? I don't know. C4. Knight G5. William. Knight G5. Queen G6. Yes. Yes. Keep it simple. How you like me now? Who would have imagined that he would play that move? Who in their right mind would play such a move? Rook G7. That's why he played it. No way. That's a why. Can't believe I screwed this up. Oh, so it's multiple. Also by Robert Rodriguez. Reservoir Dogs had Big Kahuna Burger. It's interesting. It's an Easter egg. Oh yeah, all the laws are out the window in Europe. What's he doing there? That was lucky. He just panicked. Another lucky win. I guess they like to strike in Greece. It's a good thing Jim has a job. Speaking of Greece, Dinakis is in the tournament. He's still playing. Against Abu Fazl. That's quite the collection of connected passed pawns that Black has. Might want to be careful with that. It might be a little too late. This is absolutely crazy position. I have an insane idea. Like, what happens if white plays d5, c2, d6, pawn takes rook, check, king takes, check, king d2. I think that, you know, it might even be like better for white. He has to go. No. Not rook c1. You can't play that. I guess it didn't matter. d6, b2. Yeah, b2 was too strong anyway. Jim couldn't save it. I don't think he could save it, right? If d6, b2, and d7 you take with queen, check, and then yeah, it's over. He couldn't save it. Pegasus, thank you for playing. I don't think white could stop this reconnected past pawns. Oh, Abu Fazl has 2.5. I just win by luck, usually. People feel sorry for me because I'm streaming and, you know. I had a mouse slip and 2 blunders so far. Oh, GM Sean's still playing? Alright, boys. What's this? Thanks for playing. So 7-round rapid, we've got Camel Culture and I. Aldisto, Yerun, Bisonov, Sumeher, Ranhe, and then in the 1.5 group, Dinakis, Morales, and then down to the 1 group, Asterbate. Asterbate on the board. Thanks, guys, for supporting the stream. We had a generous donation of 777 bits from Cooking Rooks. Jim and Mr. Coffee the other day. It's good to see Jim here. I'm glad you can play. That's so cool. No. Yeah, that guy is pretty good. Abu Fazl. I think he's had like 6 different accounts. But I don't think he's sus. Alright. What are the numbers? Say what on the far right? I thought you were talking about politics. You're like, what are the numbers on the far right? Tie break, well, points. and tiebreak points. About 70 million on the far right. Everything is polarized. We've got points, and that should be clearer. You know, that is sort of dumb. Camel. Iridescent camel. What are we going to do? The iridescence. Yeah, we got something. I don't know if it's COVID, but we definitely got it. Oh, no. I tried to fake him out, but he wouldn't bite. I'm going to have to play the French. Don't even know how to play the French. That's fine. Old school. You got to play old school against these youngsters. You can play CD there, right? Ew, disgusting. Yeah, it would be good if I actually knew what I was doing. Probably. Tricked me. He played d4 and then he transposed to e4. What is that? How do you play d4 and then you transpose to e4? What kind of repertoire do you have? What's that about? What are you? Hikaru Nakamura? d4 players usually want to play d4 openings, but he just switches over. One of the Soviet championships, Bafnik played bishop e3. I always loved that move. It's not great, but it's playable. But it's the principle of the thing that makes it cool. You know? Well, this is like a standard mainline Tarash. One of the old standard lines. I think bishop g5 is normal. I think it is. This is like Karpov-Ullman. In Garry Kasparov's great predecessor series, he does pretty good coverage of Karpov. Karpov had some nice wins. But yeah, I mean, that's not easy to replicate in like blitz chess. Knight d4 I'm not sure about. I can play bishop g4. No. That's a bad idea. Someone was saying that Grishuk started playing the French. Grease Chuck. Greasy Chuck. Grease of Chuck. What about bishop g4 now? It's not a problem. It's like a standard active move, right? Does anyone know what we're doing? Well, he just doesn't care. The guy just doesn't care. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I can eat that pawn, right? Or we can see what's behind door number 2. What do you think, Bob? I'll take the pawn for 600. Bishop takes f3, queen f3, bishop takes d4. Bishop takes e7, queen e7, queen d5, bishop takes b2. That looks groovy. I mean, I don't want to like be worse or something. I guess I could play like knight to c6, double attacking said pawn. Then he would have to take, and we would just be like microscopically better. But I guess we gotta go for it. Is there a trick here? Double attack? Not really. I mean, I have bishop f6. Thanks everybody for playing in my tournament. We are going to be back Wednesday with Weird Opening Wednesday if I don't have night terrors or something. I'll let you know how the COVID test goes. I can't wait to stick that thing up my nose. Has anyone else had the, what is it? The nose. I haven't had the COVID test yet. This would be my first one. All right. The nose swab. It must feel good, right? But I'm afraid I have to like administer it to myself, you know, maybe. If no one else wants to volunteer. I'm afraid I'll like, is that safe? Can I poke my like brains out? I don't know if that's safe. Maybe I should find like a health professional to help with this. Knight c6, of course. I just can't wait till I hang something. The isolated pawn is better than no pawn at all, right? That's what they say. We have to be careful though, because he might have some tricks. He's very tactically oriented. Yeah, they can test for COVID in the sewer system, of course. And animals get it, and they found roadkill that has COVID. Asteroid, don't forget to check your local roadkill for COVID before you, before you go home and eat it and prepare it. You might want to check for COVID. The white-tailed deer have COVID, so where did they get it? They're just like, how did the white-tailed deers get COVID? Someone's just like petting the deers in the wild or something? My question is, how did the deer and wild deer get it in the first place? It's not like people go around like petting deers in the forest. I mean, isolated incidences, maybe. You come in close contact and breathe? It's like, was someone breathing on that deer? Or what? There must be a simple explanation, I'm just not getting it. Putting live deers in storage? No, I'm talking about like live ones, not just the roadkill. No, I mean they had it when they're alive. The roadkill has it too, but I mean, no, the point is they had it while they're living already. Dr. Dynamical. I mean, they didn't get it after they were dead. Can you get COVID after you're dead? I guess it doesn't really matter. Post-mortem COVID. Yeah, I mean, I guess. People touch, but still, contact isn't that common. Commonly the answer. Can you please leave me alone? Now we'll see Camel Culture's speed bonus. He's quite decent in bullet chess, it looks like. Speed bonus. So what am I supposed to do here? Can you please leave me alone? Wow. That's just perverse if I go there. Damn. I'm gonna lose on time. Can't believe it. He has enough compensation. I admit he has enough compensation. Not afraid to admit it. Those two bishops are strong. I probably never had a winning position. I mean, I was just like slightly better. But objectively, the compensation was there all the time. But I do have to try to activate a little bit here. Wow, look at that. That move is the bomb. Even come up with that stuff. Jesus Christ. Wow. Look at that. He's just winning. After bishop f2, this is like the best move on the board. Wow, bishop c3 isn't that great. Damn. It's unbelievable. And I'm just lost instantly. He had 11 CPL with 2 inaccuracies for the whole game. Whoa. Okay. That's a little exaggerated. You go from like losing a pawn to being plus. Jesus Christ. +4. This is so sick. There's no way I should lose this. It's crazy. How can I lose this position? Unbelievable. Just this freak move. God. Wow. 11 CPL. That's pretty impressive for Rapid. Alright. I guess he's not overrated. Very disappointing. We still have a game going on. Yeah, I was going to offer him a draw, but I was like, okay, you know, there's no harm in trying here. My biggest concern was the time, you know, not actually like getting a lost position. I can sing for you if you like, but that's going to cost extra. He has a song request. Mr. Coffee, you want to accompany me on the piano? Song request. We can do some light jazz, or would you prefer rap battle, maybe? Alright. This is the last game of this round. Nice move by Chemiculture. Abel Fazl holding against the 2300. And he's undefeated today, right? This account has lots of games. That loss was by far my best game so far today. I didn't even make a blunder and I still lost. Nah, the last move had to be a blunder. Actually. Yeah, Bishop F2 was a blunder. But I didn't know what to do. 2 blunders. No inaccuracies and 2 blunders, so I only blunder. I don't make small mistakes. Up until the last move, I had played no inaccuracies, no mistakes, 1 blunder. My other blunder was what? Taking on B2, ironically. I had a better move there. I have no clue what it was. Like Queen C5 or something? Some weird move? Nah, that's tough, man. It's a back rank tactic. There's no way I'm calculating that in a blitz game. I was happy to taking pawns were my blunders. Both blunders were pawn grabs. I'm known for my materialism. Chemiculture with a perfect score. I shouldn't play the French, but still I played it well. I mean, he messed up the opening, not me. Whatever. So we've got Aldisto. Uh-oh. Mr. Swift Tickle. Something. Mr. Swift Tickle is a turbo icon. Alright. Whatever. No more E4 openings today. I'm cut off. Mr. Tickle. Why not just Mr. Tickle? Dude's playing the Semi-Slav. Uh-oh. Semi-Slav Botvinnik variation? Using no time? I am 4-0 against this account. Though I don't even remember when those games were played. Oh, this variation, okay. So this is actually something I had recently against Excel Poker, who wasn't on the stream in the last couple of streams. This is funny. This is actually... I played Bishop D2, got crushed by Excel Poker, but this is good for white. That was our revenge match. It turns out that this is just good for white. Abel Fazl uses no time and knows this variation. That's kind of surprising. This is not a player that I play every day, though. Huh. I didn't think this player was real theoretical. What was that? Something very... A Benoni? King's Indian? Pearts? Can you see when I scroll through these games? Can you guys see that? You can't see that? I always assume people see that. You don't see that when the microboard pops up. You're an ex-semi-pro at FPS games. You always got a kick out of having a whimsical name popping up. That's cool. So there I have it. I have like kind of semi novelty here, which I used to beat. Which I used to beat Excel Poker. But you can see it, okay. The trick is I can't do it at the same time when I'm checking. Actually, I can. I can do it if I try. Depends on where it's popping up. I feel like that's kind of cheating, though, you know, looking at your past games while you're playing. So Excel Poker played G4, which I think is the main move. But I'm actually not sure which is better. And now I don't remember. What happened in analysis here? I don't even know if I looked at this. The assumption is rook takes h4, obviously. It's an unusual line. It's not to be confused with the main lines. This should not be confused with like e5, h6, pawn takes f6, which was a favorite of the late great Dave Grigo. That's a different variation. May I ask your thoughts on the QGA at the title level? I think it's tough for black. You know, it's never been that popular, and probably for some reason. There's always only a handful of people who play that. You kind of have to be a specialist. And I don't think it's that easy to play. I mean, it's obviously like freer play than the stodgy Queen's Gambit declined. But harder for black to like equalize. It was very surprising when Kasparov played the Queen's Gambit accepted against Kramnik in their 2001 match or whenever it was. Garry Kasparov does not play the Queen's Gambit accepted. That was like, what are you talking about? Is he like in trouble here? Is this a real move? Rook h8? That is so crazy. I mean, should I play rook h8? Like, my assumption is that black needs to play queen f6. I don't remember how many games he played it in their match. But I thought it was a sign that he didn't really care, you know. He's playing an opening he almost never played ever. He didn't care. He wanted to not be world champion anymore. Who else played the Queen's Gambit accepted? Alexander Alyakin? Uwe? I'm just trying to think of world champions who played the Queen's Gambit accepted. Alyakin and Uwe played it occasionally. I feel like it's... And did Karpov ever play the Queen's Gambit accepted? Maybe some rare game, but it was certainly not a regular part of his repertoire. Certainly not. This game is really freaking me out, man, to be honest with you. Black takes like putting his king on e7 completely in stride. Did I just like waste the tempo with that move? Seriously? I don't know. Just king e7 calmly. Anand. Okay, Anand. You're right. Anand played it a lot. No, Anand is the one who played it the most of anyone who's been world champion. Yeah. No, Anand played it quite a bit. I mean, I don't know about a lot, but he played it. Yeah, he was seriously playing it. That is true. Totally standard opening here. Absolutely easy to play for black and white. Calmly. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, he's what is this position? It's scary as hell is what it is. It's extremely sharp. But I mean, we haven't seen this player in a long time. He's like winning every single game in the tournament. I'm kind of scared, you know. Did he lose a game to somebody? Did he lose to Camel Culture? He drew. No, he drew someone, right? This seems strange on the surface to play bishop takes pawn. I mean, bishop takes knight. It seems strange to release the tension in that position unprovoked. So black's last two moves seem a little bit odd. But maybe there's some method to his madness. Do I have any threats whatsoever? At least he can't castle queenside. That's good. Do I have queen h4 check? He have to walk out to d6. That's totally standard. I'm not sure he had time for this. Along the same topic, what do you think black has a better fighting chances for black? I was looking at the Albin counter gambit today, you know, strangely, by a sheer coincidence. And there's this weird move that black's playing in the Albin counter gambit. Instead of traditional lines like d4, d5, c4, e5, de, d4, Stockfish presumably or some other computers have realized that there's another move for black there. There's a new move in the Queen's Gambit, whatever you call it, Albin. Basically, knight e7. It's very strange. But Dubov has played it. It's clearly computer, generated. Look at this guy. He's a crazy. How does this work? I mean, isn't black just like wide open now? How can he possibly do this? This looks unbelievable. Yeah, knight e7 it's some new move. I mean, honestly, it's just trend. I still don't think the Albin is great, but it's not clear, like, yeah, knight e7 is some new things to think about. There was a game where Shanklin lost against Dubov, but honestly, like, Shanklin misplayed the opening, had nothing, and then he lost, like, a better ending. It had nothing to do with the opening, the fact that Shanklin lost. Like, I don't like Shanklin, but he knows his openings. It was a good choice by Dubov, but ironically, like, Dubov messed it up, and he was actually worse. So I thought I could play queen takes e5 here. There's queen f6 check. It feels a little greedy. Maybe Eric Schiller suggested that. The computer thinks it's just as good as the normal move. It's on the fence about it. Like, the engine basically says, either way, it's irrelevant. Either way, white is better by like 1 pawn. Man, rook g8 was possible? Are you serious? This is really... Wow. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. It's the craziest situation ever. This is insane. I can't believe there's nothing for me here. Wow. This is crazy. Like, there's nothing for me here. Nothing for white in this position. He plays queen a5. It's completely safe. This is impossible. Oh my god. This is so weird, dude. To be perfectly honest with you. It's extremely weird. Yeah, you found that. So I have perpetual. But I have no idea how I can win. c6 takes. Queen takes c3 check, rook d2. Queen a1 check, king e2. I guess I have to try it. The other way is just a perpetual. He timed out. Dude, this was winning, huh? Wow. I wasn't confident at all with no time left. Yeah, rook e6 is just a draw. Is it winning? Is there a way to win this? I mean, I wanted to make it work, but I almost played like this or something, you know, but I don't even know what I'm doing here. Does this work? The problem is my c3 pawn is hanging, so it really works. Wow. I didn't see how I kill him. I guess bishop e2. Oh. Yeah, I didn't see bishop e2. I would have found it in a tournament game. I need that bishop e2 move. Otherwise, it's just a repetition draw. I failed to see this idea. No, it's not a draw. This is a win. That's amazing. So bishop e2, and it's still complicated after rook g5. I have to give him this with check, and then walk over here. And obviously his king is too open to survive. That was crazy. So rook g7. Queen e2 was a blunder. This was a bad move. Bishop takes c3. But it's not clear. I'm supposed to exchange pawns and then play queen e2. Well, great. You know, I'll open the diagonal for his bishop on b7. That's fantastic. Very hard to play this position accurately in a fast game. You never saw h4. It's like white's best move in that position. Yeah, you must be thinking of a different line. You're thinking of like this, man. It's a different variation. You're trying to play this, like e5, h6, bishop h4, or takes here. No. Bishop h4, g5. That still doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. There's another variation that's very similar, I thought. Thanks for gifting a gift sub. Gift subs are for gifting. Cooking Rooks. Are you in it? Sumer. Camel Culture lost? Wow, he lost to Aldisto. Setting up a close 2 last rounds. Wow, opening to Camel Culture, but he lost control. What was it? Aha, e4. Oh, he played the Caro Khan. You took the Aldisto Gambit. Oh no. And played g4. Look at that. Playing like me now. It looks like my first round game. Thank you, Camel Culture. Alright, Sumer is still playing. Thank you, Camel Culture. Thank you, Cooking Rooks. Thank you for losing, Camel Culture. Yeah, you too. Oh, Sumer is done. They're done. So we have next round coming up. 1 minute and 35 seconds. It's a 3-way tie for first. Sumer with 3.5. That was a draw. Only 2 rounds left, and I can go to my COVID rest place. I'm really nervous about administering my own COVID test. What if I poke my brain out? How am I going to keep chess streaming? We've got a minute left. Maybe I could give myself a lobotomy. Maybe I would play better. Alright, 29 viewers. What about Uber Driver? We've got Sparkle Horse, Aldisto, Camel Culture, then Sumer, Ron. Sumer is clear, 4th. Ron, Abelfazl, 5th and 6th. Bisonov, Kakatiri, Mickey, and Uber. Uber always comes late and then wins all of his games. He goes undefeated every week. Vague 1200. Big 1200. He beat in 1858. He lost against Uber Driver. That gives him a solid average. I'd say his real strength is like 1800. Alright, Sumer. Oh no, not black again. I'm always black against you. Damn, dude. Constantly black. What are we gonna do? He does the same setup no matter what. He always does some sort of h3 anti-King's Indian formation. The trick is to hold the test with your finger how far up your nose you can tolerate. Then when your finger touches your nose, you should poke your braids. Thanks, man. That really helps. Now I know exactly how to do it. Knight c3. I don't feel like his Gingy Indian Your response has been bad. So I'm gonna play something something fluid. Definitely you should be a doctor. Very very doctor-like. You got to try to find a way to confuse Sumaher a little bit. Doesn't look confused. He doesn't seem confused. Does he seem confused? Keep all the options open. The modern. Insta-take. Too fast. I think Sumaher must only play like 3-0 or something. He's very consistently on this pace. He has like a very consistent set pace. So what about e5? Should wait. Wait or not wait? To wait or not to wait? e5 there, there. I guess e5 is cool. I don't like knight f6 e5. It looked a little creepy. King's Indian delayed. He only plays h3 setups against everything. He has a fetish. But he's good at what he does. He's good at this h3 King's Indian. And he seems to like those type of positions. I just didn't want to see e5 happening. So now I'm okay with it. I don't want that. He takes. Take. Me take. Me take two. The Philidor. When I'm white, I don't like to exchange on b5. I feel like it gives black the upper hand. Dynamically speaking. Raw. Nice maneuver there. Look at that. Look at that maneuver. Holy moly. What about c5? Knight takes b5, knight takes e4. It's not going to work. Wow. Bishop c2 is an amazing move by white. Though he doesn't have that many options. It allows him to play knight a4. I'm just not sure what to do here. I have b4. He can't go to a4, or can he? He can go to a4. Can and should and will. Yeah, that's brilliant. Damn, dude. This guy is... I don't know what I'm supposed to play in this position. Rook e8, bishop e3, b4. And then he has like an insane attack. It's just ridiculous. I can't believe it. He's so much faster than me. It's just insane, you know? 2 minutes ahead on the clock. Wants to trade queens. Why do you want to trade queens? Just unbelievable. It's like a really weird Roy Lopez now. I still can't take on e4 because the stupid knight is always hanging. But this also answers his bishop b3 idea. Invasion of the body snatchers. Whoa. What is that? Literally twice as fast as me. $19.64. Dude, your ratings never change. He's always the exact same ratings. He's got Morales ratings. He's sandbagging under 2,000. This is tough. Very solid. It's unusual people that people want to trade queens against me. No, right? I don't want you in my house anymore. You can leave now. Can you leave, please? Get out of here and don't come back. Position's becoming pretty sharp, actually. Strong knight. I have c4, but I'd rather blockade. I had knight b6 there. %, blockade. At least the time is getting to a good range now. We're not that far behind on time. Like, he's pissed he's tied down to this pawn. I can always take it if he tries to double rooks. Well, he's got to do something. But his rook on a1 is not a happy camper. It's a big pawn. Speaking of rook on a1. c4. Pawn layers. It's like ogres. Pawns have layers. Ogres have layers. Gotta get a little Shrek. We had Pulp Fiction, now we have Shrek to thank. It's a King's Indian modern defense hybrid. Obviously, in case you didn't notice. He's like waiting for me to take that pawn on d5 so he can double up or something. But white is really in trouble now. I think objectively. Now we both have protected pass pawns. Damn it. Damn it, Jerry. Should I take that pawn now? At some point? Yes. I don't understand why I couldn't take there. On. Holy crap. Yes. It's still not mate. Alright. Anyway. Man, I was like hanging h7. I was literally hanging h7. I mean, that has to be a blunder. Here. When I played g5. I'm still winning, apparently. Wow. Even after this idiotic move g5, my space advantage is too big. Apparently he was +2. That's insane. I take issue with that evaluation of this position. Really? Wow. a4. That is crazy. He has to find a4, b4, knight b1. And wait, that's a clear advantage. That's wild. Alright, last game. The only good thing is I don't have to play Camel Culture again. Camel Culture beat Ron Hay. Aldisto beat Abu Fazl. We've all played each other. So Bisonov, Sumeher, Stavvargan have 3.5, Ron has 3, Miki has 3, Abu Fazl 3, Uber Driver. Uber Driver with a draw. Uber Driver, who did you draw? Oh, I love that. How could someone hold Uber Driver to a draw? I'll play Bisonov. Bisonov. Son of Bison. Bison. Bison meat. Bison steak. Wash your bison before consuming. Asterbait got a bye in the last round. That was great when I got the bye in the last round. That was my worst tournament ever. Cooking Rook's getting into classic Russian masters. I recently did like five games from the Soviet World War II era, from Soviet players during World War II. A lot of like players you've never even heard of that were quite strong in that time. Levenfish, yeah. I never studied the games of more obscure masters. He wasn't that obscure, of course. I mean, he wrote a groundbreaking book on the endgame. Groundbreaking book on the rook endgames. He's most famous for. Knight f6. But we can learn everything at Wikipedia. Let's play the Queen's Indian. I'm not in the mood for a tactical slugfest, as was seen last game. Bishop a3, Queen's Indian reversed. Not my thing. Whoever Hiroku is, get in the game. Hiroku is usually pretty good, but he has been known to drop out, maybe. You bought a book. Soviet Outcast. I don't know the personal life story of Levenfish. He wasn't like a top player in the top 10, you know. Maybe close, actually, but... Yeah, you want to play the games out on the board. I mean, you can play on the computer, but I think it's better to play with a real board. If you ever have any inspiration or inclination to someday play over the board tournaments, I think it is a really good idea to actually analyze on a real chessboard. Oh boy. That's a good move, I think. Queen d7. Standard. Reverse Bogo. Next, Cookie Ricks, you can study Bugalyabov. The Games of Bugalyabov. A modern look at the Games of Bugalyabov by Cooking Rooks. Alright. I didn't realize that Levenfish was an outcast. He wouldn't have been the only one. The biggest outcasts. Biggest outcast, of course, Aliakin. Well, he basically exiled himself. Alright. G6, interesting move. So we can take, but it's not that great. This is a very... My score is 14-0. Now black can play d4. If he wants to. Money back guarantee. No obligation. The big message is a5 good. I don't trust a5 here. Unfortunately. Huh. a5 queen c7 might be an issue. Knight e5 just trades too much. So I'm a little bit unsure what to do now. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of strong players in the Soviet era who didn't become grandmasters, who would be easily grandmaster strength by today's standards. It wasn't easy to become a grandmaster until recent times. It's still not easy, but it's much easier. Tournaments where you could qualify for the grandmaster title were very rare. Even pre-2000, you know, anytime pre-2000, but more and more so as you go back. The original grandmasters. What? Wow, the best move for black. Stone cold nuts. What would Alexander Ivanov do? Man, this rook a2 is pretty weird. It is an option. But Bysonov played the opening spectacularly. This is clearly not an opening that phases this guy whatsoever, you know? I mean, he is not phased at all. That's pissing me off. People aren't inherently supposed to know how to play the Queen's Indian with black. He just played perfectly. The heck? Maybe time is a chance. Rook a2 looks ridiculous, right? It's only temporary. I hope. Wow. No, this is the thing that Ivanov does on the black side of the BOGO. I've seen before. Rook a7 and double preemptively. And then you accomplish your goal and you go back somewhere else. We're done there. Move on to another plan. We're moving onward and upward. If it's better to play like rook f1. It seems kind of weird. Now we retract. Retractable rook back to a1. Retract the sails on the space telescope. Yeah, my game's pretty boring, and I've got this boring style. This is why Chemiculture is like, oh, you play like that? I've got e4. The wonderful world of open files. What other plan is there? f4. f4, e5. f5. Damn, that's pretty spicy. It's a Grand Prix attack, Asterbait. Here it comes. We gotta get that rook back to reality. Reality rook. Welcome back to reality. Whoa. You're gonna give me 2 rooks for the queen? Really? Take, 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 take. It's very tempting. I mean, I don't know. It might be tricky to make progress there. I think I'm gonna pass. Extreme Nimzovich. Yeah. Nimzovich like pawns. Nimzovich like pawn play. Cheapos are not welcome. We have to go for this. Maybe I should take the 2 rooks for the queen, but I'm not going to mess with that. Wow, look at that move. This guy is seriously pissing me off now. Seriously pissing me off. He who hesitate is lost. Take, take, take. I don't know, man. Is this bad? Probably I should wait on f5. Just play knight f3 first. Nothing bad can possibly go wrong here. Damn. That's hardcore. I actually looked at this for a minute. Wow. Okay, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. Well, that's not cool. Definitely not good. S'mores crunch. There's no way this is okay for black. Harvard Square Legend. Legend spiral upward. Harvard Square Legend. It's been a long time. Thank you, spiral upward, for the memories. Oh no. The last round. Double checks. Ugh. That's not good. Yeah, he was battling. You know, the whole game was like decent for black until the things went crazy at the end. G5's crazy. G5's crazy. But I was already threatening knight takes f6, I think. Maybe he's in trouble here. I mean, I was seriously... Okay, if you take, I'll play like knight g3 and you're still in trouble, but... Maybe black's really in trouble. Plus 1.4. So my e6 is apparently really bad. I had e takes f6 check, but I didn't see what it does. I didn't have time for this. I just didn't see. You came after my time. Yeah, my time was a long time ago. Queen f2. I don't know, what is it, like queen f2 or something? So anyway, I mean, we're lucky. He was holding. And he played for the cheapo, but he's still holding. I wonder if black could play f5. He's still holding. And then this was a nice idea, but damn. He's in trouble now. And f5 is wrong. What is he supposed to do here? Attack my pawn? Just a straightforward knight c6. Knight d7. Triple attack. And if f6 check, you just hide. This is falling and you got knight takes f6. Yeah, I think I played f5 too early. I said that. I should have just played knight f3 and like build up my position first. Do I give lessons? Yeah, I make a living nowadays teaching chess online. So that's it. Last round. Who is still playing? We've got Camel Culture battling for first place. Oh my god. Camel Culture has the two connectors and the rook ending. Holy crap. What's going on here? Theoretical rook endgame. Wait a minute. But this is tricky. How does black win this position? How does black win this position? It looks like a draw. I think king g2 was enough. How would he win that position? Seriously. Can anybody tell me how you win that position? I don't know what's going on here. I assume black might be winning now. But man, I mean, if you play king g3, here, I mean, just king g2, what does black do? I don't really see how black wins. Like king g6, rook g5, check king h6. But how can black make progress? He literally has no way to make progress. Rook f3, rook f5. Oh, I see. Maybe you do make progress, like rook f3. Rook f5, king g6, rook g5, check. King h6, rook f5, and then like h4. Yeah, I mean, it may be possible for black to make progress. I don't like the look of this. I don't like the look of those pawns so far advanced. We do give lessons. Yes. This is last round of 7-round rapid. Camel Culture trying to tie with me for first place, with black coming this way. Man, does white have any threats like f5 there? It's still pretty funky. Oh man. Poor Sumaher. He's just lost. Was king g2 just a draw though? Man, thanks to Aldisto for beating him. Yeah, so if you guys look at this, rook check, king g2. How does black win this position? I don't really see it. Okay, this doesn't make any progress, right? I can just like check you again, make you go back, and then attack the pawn again. Sheever's this look like a draw to you? This looks like a draw, doesn't it? I don't see how he wins this. King g6, rook check, king here. So now you're playing h4. Maybe it's not a draw. I can go here, though. No, that's the perfect move. Damn, you're not making progress. This has to be a draw. Yeah, I think this is a draw. Sumaher needs endgame work, and he plays a little bit too fast, but he has a lot of potential. So it was a draw. Yeah, this position. Exactly. He has to play king g2. This is a draw. No, I mean, it's just a draw. It doesn't matter. So, like, okay. Rook, I don't know, rook h3. Yeah, whatever. There's just no way you can win. That's tough. Alright, so Camel Culture wins. He ties with me for first. The tiebreak goes to me. Damn, Camel Culture robbed by his first round forfeit. Oof. Robbed by the first round forfeit. Otherwise, he would, like, what is it? Would he beat me because we're head to head? He beat me? Does it work like that? But whatever. I won. Haha. I'm just kidding. That's what my son would say. No, seriously, guys. It was very close. I got 6, first place. Camel Culture. Thanks for not playing Schieberspieler. Giving me a chance a few times lately. Camel Culture played well. He beat me with a really nice move in round 3, round 4. Losing only against Aldisto. Aldisto held to a draw in last round by, what? Let me guess. Uber driver. No. Held to a draw in the last round by a player I cannot see. Stapvargan. The Stonewall. The Stonewall. Yeah, I'm going to go get my COVID test. And we'll see if I'll be streaming with COVID tomorrow. Hopefully it's just a cold. But I feel okay, guys. I hope all of you are well. Thanks for playing in the tournament. Final standings. Sparkle Horse, Camel Culture, Aldisto, and then Mickey, Uber Driver, and Stapvargan with 4. Bisonov, Sumaher, Vague, 1200. He got a forfeit win. Kakatiri, move 11. Thanks for showing up and not playing. Where's Asterbait? Asterbait got a win against Ruslan and a bye in the last round with a total of 2. Thank you guys. Yeah, we're gonna do a raid, I guess. Poker raid, no. Lex Veldhuis doesn't need more viewers. We're gonna raid GM Tranquilizer. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the other side. Thank you, Mr. Coffee, and everybody. Don't go anywhere. Do not leave.